Up. It's go time.
Alright, so it looks like we have started here on Summit. Hydra playing Marines starting in Flight Control. Original Gorges starting in Data Core as aliens.
Yeah, and we're going to see a pretty standard split here. 3 going to hub, 2 heading, sorry, hub, crossroads. 3 going to hub, Jesus. 3 going to crossroads, 2 going south into those vents, passing by sub-access. They're going to head over towards computer lab. Obviously an early hit all the time. We are going to see these 3 skulks head up towards crevice. 1 going in a little bit early. He's going to get taken out. That's L, but Sober and Rocks are going to be able to clean up here. Looks like unless, oh, Mo, no,
wow.
He's going to run out of pistol ammo.
Alright, and on the bottom side of the map, we have in Computer Lab, Sid and Shinzi. Spooky just takes out Sid. Shinny takes out Lou. Oh, and through the little hallway there, Spooky with a pistol takes out Shinny. And that RT does go up. Spooky now heading into sub-access to claim that the power and the RT there for the Marines. On the other side of the map in Crevice, Mo and Blackbox there, surrounded by L and Sober. Looking to get the pounce on them.
Yeah, and Original Gorges is doing a very good job of early harassment here. You know, they have gone about 50-50 on their engagements, but they're, you know, playing as a team very well. We've got 3 up in Crevice. Now they're going to take down that RT, no problem. We do see that sub-access is starting to get built up. The power is online. That RT is not started to be built yet, as they are aware of those 2 skulks in the vents, but they're going to go ahead and start building that anyway. If OG knew what was going on, they probably would want to get in there right now and hit them while they're building, but they're going to go ahead and push on Computer Lab, make them run back. Spooky and Lullaby are not going to go back. No, Spooky is going to head back. Lullaby, I think, is going to stand around there as he thinks that there's going to be someone coming through those vents to pick him off as he's alone. Sid waiting in ambush, though. He's probably going to get Spooky. But up in Flight Control, we do see that Sober, Rocks, and L have all pushed in. They're going to take down that main base RT. This is a really bad start for Hydras, as they are very low on resources.
Oh.
We do see, yeah.
Wow, and you know, that entire team of OG was you know, we had 2 in Computer Lab, 3 in Flight Control. I don't know why they just didn't get together and just rush in and end this match. In Flight Control, the Marines were all over the map with Hydra.
Yeah.
You know, we're seeing Mo there up in Crevice trying to shoot L down. L takes him down, giving Sober the chance to take down that RT. We're seeing now Shinny and Sid in Computer Lab against Spooky. These guys are getting ready to pounce on him. And we're seeing that sys chain go up from Reactor Core and now being laid into Atrium in order to claim that for OG.
Yeah, they've done a very good job so far, pretty much controlling Computer Lab and Crevice. And you know, when you don't have a means to push out of your base, I mean, there's really not much you can do. You have to be able to hold those 2, or at least one of those sides. And it's been very difficult for Hydra to get a foothold here. You know, I think that they need to do a little bit more grouping up. They need to, you know, decide, okay, if we can't hold both of these RTs, we at least need to hold one so that we can expand out the other side. So I think, you know, they seem to have a little bit of a better positioning down south in Computer Lab. It's heading towards sub-access, so maybe they need to group up and push in that direction. But right now, they are still sitting on 2 RTs. They were briefly up at 3 earlier, but they've been pretty much sitting on 2 the entire game. They have been bypassed in terms of total res collected. This is not looking good for Hydra. They really need to do something here to push out and get some more res, or they are in trouble. Because, you know, let's also keep in mind, they've done absolutely no res harass because they've been on the defensive the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. And we're seeing now the sys chain, that hive has now been dropped in Atrium. That hive is clayed. We have T there, gorging that up. Hydra just getting, I mean, losing almost all the engagement. Sid and Shinzi now in sub-access, sneaking up on Spooky. There goes the Parasite. Spooky gets hit, and now he gets rushed. Looks like he'll take down Sid, which he does. Shinzi now comes in and finishes him off. Fight going down here in Crossroads. Nope, they just hit the Drifter, but they didn't even know that they hit him. Mo was the one there that didn't even see that Drifter, and we're seeing another Marine Vlada coming in crevice. I mean, look at this. One Marine in crevice, one Marine in sub-axis. Where's your buddy system?
Hold hands, guys. Hold hands. We definitely talk about that often, and you see that L is now out on lurk. He's going to go ahead and probably dominate the defense here as Spooky tries to come in and save that crossroads position.
Alone.
Yeah, by himself. There are 2 Marines, however, up in Atrium. It looks like, although one of them just went down. I think nope, never mind. It was just Vlada. I'm wrong. It was just him. This is the only problem I have with the change in how units are displayed on the minimap. Is now it's harder to tell when there's a fight going on how many of each team's units there are.
Yeah, I agree. We got Spooky and Lou in sub-access running in there, but we got a Drifter placed there by OG, so they know that those 2 Marines are coming through. They're going into ventilation. Looks like they're going to try to do some res harass finally at this time on the other side of the map. We got L there in computer lab. Vlada is the only one there to protect. And L is doing some harassment, and over back at ventilation, Spooky and Lou just get taken out and only taking that RT down to 49%. Back up in crevice, we're seeing now an RT just got, the blueprints just got dropped, and he just tapped it before they got engaged. I mean, that is a mistake that we normally see. Lock down the area first before you even tap that blueprint, so you don't waste resources.
And what a lot of players will do, what a lot of really good alien players will do, is if they anticipate that you're going to drop a blueprint, and someone's going to come and build, they'll just hang around silently, waiting for that first sound of a build, of your welder coming out, and then just come in and hit you, to get that 10 res loss.
We're seeing now Black Box and Asmo coming into Crossroads. They're being engaged by L and Sober. They do have shotguns. They took out Sober, and L gets out of there on his lurk. They're only sitting on Armor 1 and shotguns, while on the aliens, they have Leap, Carapace. We'll probably see another upgrade come there soon. In ventilation now, Lou against Sid and Shinzi, really trying to take down that RT. 4% on that RT. If he's going to go down, he might as well just tap it. If you're going to go down and you're so low on that RT, you might as well make him lose it.
Yeah, pull out your pistol, empty a clip, be done with it.
All right.
Although we do see an armory going up here in Crossroads. They have claimed the RT, so they're now sitting on 4 res nodes. So all of a sudden, they have made a little bit of a turnaround here. I don't know if it's OG not being quite aggressive enough, making them suffer for their lack of res early in the game. We do see that Rox is on 41, Shiny, I don't know, is on 46. Sid is on 44, Sober's on 45. So we only are seeing 1 lurk, although here comes the Drifter with the Enzyme in Crossroads, and that's going to be the end of that. There are 4 there, 3 Skulks and the lurk. That is going to be no problem getting that power down, and they have now pretty much cemented their domination of this map.
Yeah, Lou and Spooky had finally taken down that ventilation RT, and they are coming in through Pipe Junction. Splitting off a bit, looking at different hallways. It looks like Lou is trying to back him up behind him. It looks like they just need some better coordination, as a team. I don't see a specific plan from Hydra's commander. Blue Archon jumps out now in flight control because L was in flight control just harassing with his spikes. Black Box now spawns and he's out. So Blue Archon is trying to fix up the base and trying to jump back in that command center, while Black Box and Vlada come meet in Summit Reception. Vlada goes down by Sober, and now Sober is on Black Box. The Marine team just cannot seem to land any bullets. I'm seeing them spray and pray.
Yeah, but all of a sudden they have started to do a little bit of res harassment. They were able to take down the RT and Data Core as well as Ventilation. Ventilation is coming back online now for the alien team. But, at least there's been a little bit of res denial. We do see the Celerity and Adrenaline are out. Blink has just been completed, so we're probably going to see a fade any minute here. Yep, that's going to be Sober. Sober is already going fade, as I believe is Shiny.
Sid is 50 as well.
Yep. So I think we're going to see at least 2, maybe even 3 fades. Yeah, Shiny definitely on fade. We'll see if Sid goes as well. But there is a nice little 5 man push here in Crossroads. They're going to go ahead and try and get that power back up. I think they probably want to get a phase gate in there if they can. They are still sitting on only weapons and armor 1, and they do have shotguns and welders, however. So we will see if they can turn this around. If they can get a couple fade kills here, it could be enough to turn this around for them, but I think they're going to get absolutely destroyed here as they are down to 2 players, and now there is still plenty of fades. Yeah, that Sober is just going to hang out there. I don't think he's even going to, you know,
he's
bother
doing a
retreating.
great job just blinking in and out.
Yeah.
You know, he's playing. He knows. I think they know. OG knows at this point that you know, Hydra's shots aren't really that accurate. So kind of no point running all the way out of the base. Might as well just keep blinking in and out until you're out of energy.
Absolutely.
And now those Hydra Marines have came back and reinforced Crossroads. They're building up that power again. They do. OG still has a drifter in there.
Command station under attack.
And we're seeing some res harassment from OG. 20% on their main flight control RT. 78% on the power. Blue Archon jumps out again, but now they're just being pounced by skulks all over the place. Blue Archon goes down. Spooky goes down. 4 aliens now in there, and 20% on that power. Are those Marines going to be able to respawn? No. And now Vlada in there. Black Box is the only one left. He's going to get taken out, and there we go. No spawn. OG wins.
Yep. I think, you know, when you see 3 fades come out at that point in the game, and you're still sitting on weapons 1 and armor 1, there's no phase gates on the map, I think that's pretty much the end of the game. So 1-0 is the score in favor of OG.